So, I just got done watching QB1 on Netflix, and wow, dude, I really thoroughly enjoyed this series. Wasn't sure if I would, honestly. I could have guessed that I would probably like it a little bit because I really like Last Chance U. Um, and shows like that. I like watching Hard Knocks on HBO. So I enjoy that sort of documentary sports series. But I didn't know if I'd like following around high school kids. But I'm telling you what, I think I almost enjoy this more than Last Chance U. At least equal to Last Chance U. And it's a different perspective, you know what I mean? It's like Last Chance U, you're looking at underdogs, basically. People fighting to get their way back to Division One football. And QB1 is basically showing kids at the top of their game, at, the level that they're at, the top of high school football. And I really enjoyed watching this thing, man. I really enjoyed like this inside look into, these high school athletes. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I enjoy it more, but I was definitely more looking forward to each episode. Like I wanted to see what happened next, and so yeah, this video is going to be more about QB1 than Last Chance U. If you want to know how I feel about Last Chance U, I've got a video about why I love Last Chance U. It's just a few videos back if you want to go check that out. But yeah, for this video, mostly I'm going to be talking about QB1 and kind of my thoughts on it. I enjoyed watching all of these characters, and they're all very different. Like, believe it or not, who would know that the star high school quarterback could be a position taken by so many different types of people. Joking, obviously. I liked all these characters in their own ways. Like, for me, like, Tavon Bowers, like, I really enjoyed his story. I enjoyed that, he lost his father. I didn't enjoy that. But I enjoy that, showing that perspective of a kid who's lost his father and who was also a great quarterback. And just kind of, like, the legacy he's trying to build. And he just seemed like, I don't know, the most regular person, the most regular guy, in it. And he also seemed to really connect with the players around him. He didn't seem as much of a leader to me as some of the other two quarterbacks in the series, but you could tell he was really trying. He was trying to connect with his players. He was always reassuring them, and that's what a leader does. That's what a quarterback's supposed to do. I would say my favorite of the three characters in terms of like who I would be friends with. Okay, who I would like in real life. It's got to be Jake Fromm. He seems like the most down to earth, like decent guy, and he didn't seem like uppity or snobbish. And he's really talented. Obviously, like he got very close to beating I think it was all-time state record for passing yards, and obviously he's super talented kid and went to school at Georgia, and I don't know what's going on with him. Honestly, I don't know much about these players. I don't know if he's already starting. If he played last year first string, I have no idea. But he has a lot more Instagram followers than the other guys, so. Maybe he's already been a starter. However, as much as I like Jake Fromm and I liked his personality and I liked how he was, I liked that he enjoyed hunting and, stuff other than football, and he just seemed like he was very humble. You know what I mean? Like, he was at the top of his game. He's a bad mofo. but he seemed like a humble dude. He seemed like a genuine, like, nice kid. Which leads me to Tate Martell. Tate Martell is a badass motherfucker, dude. Like, at least in high school, this kid was one of the baddest fucking high school quarterbacks there was. And it showed. Like, he was super versatile. He couldn't just pass the ball. Like, he moved, it seemed, much more than Jake Fromm. He's a shorter guy, 5'11", which, some people say, like, well, he's never going to make it to the NFL, not being under 6 foot as a quarterback. But you never fucking know, man. This kid, just super, like, quick on his feet, great at running the ball, great at passing the ball. Like, he just seems like a super versatile athlete. And he's also, like, in terms of who I think is probably the best player of these characters, it'd probably be Tate Martell. However, he, on the other side, much different than Jake Fromm. He was much more full of himself, much more snobbish, definitely a rich kid. But that happens a lot. A lot of times when somebody's really good at something and gets a lot of praise for it, they become a little full of themselves, and I can't really fault him for that. You know what I mean? It's what he was raised like. I've looked up some of these guys, like, on Instagram and Twitter since then, and read articles about them and stuff and how they're doing in college. And it seems like, well, I'm most interested in Tate Martell because he's playing for the Ohio State University, which, if you don't know this already, I'm a Columbus resident, I'm an Ohio State fan, and I want to see this kid get in some reps. I want to see this kid play. Now, he sat on the bench last year, second string to JT Barrett, obviously. And they talked about that in the series, that he would probably not be playing. He's not going to be starting, but he could learn a lot from JT Barrett during this time before JT left. And so he's gotten him some reps here, like in the spring game this year. He's fighting for the quarterback position for this upcoming 2018 season with Haskins. And I don't know, I want to see what the kid can do, like I said, because he was amazing in high school. He was, like, a lot of fun to watch. Like, if you go on YouTube and watch his highlight reels and stuff, like, kid is awesome, dude. He's an awesome kid. And it seems like from some of his posts on social media that he has toned down his kind of, like, shit-talking and stuff. He's a lot more humbled. The Ohio State University will do that to you. But I'm really interested to see what this kid can do at Ohio State. So, because, like I said, I'm an Ohio State fan. I want to see him play. I don't know if he'll get that starting position, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about the series because I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to talk about the characters and how they were all very different, but all very, very entertaining to watch. I very much enjoyed QB1. If you haven't watched it and you're into sports documentaries, football documentaries, anything like that, the quarterback position, anything, go watch it, man, because it was a thoroughly enjoyable show. Alright, if you're interested in this type of stuff where I talk about TV shows, movies, sometimes I talk about comic books, nerd stuff, pop culture stuff, anything like that. If you're into that type of stuff, subscribe for more, because that's what I do here. Like this video if you enjoyed the video. If you like QB1, leave me a comment below. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.